So this is the Google Pixel Fold, the original Fold. Today I'm going to do the back glass replacement of this device and show you how to replace it. I have here the replacement for the back glass of this device. It came with everything. There's a double-sided tape on the back of this back glass. Heat gun is on. After hitting the back glass, this should be enough in order to start the removal process. Because the back glass is broken, I don't think a suction cup is going to work. If I put a suction cup, it doesn't latch. So I'm going to use my green scalpel in order to have and create a small opening. Then continue with a guitar pick. Press down and insert. You just need an opening just like this, nothing much. Then you need a guitar pick. The kit comes with a bunch of small tools that you can use. So I'm going to use this one, this guitar pick, and insert it below the blade. So just like this, I have inserted the guitar pick and I'm ready to move it around. So just like this. You can see if I continue, I'm just going to continue cracking the back glass. So let's try to do it this way and pull. Just pull. If you just pull, it's going to work. Pulling from the edge and the double-sided tape, everything is going to be removed. So just like this. So there is a cable here that you need to be careful not to damage. So just remove it, be careful. And here is the Pixel Fold open. Like I was saying, there is this cable that you need to disconnect and not damage it. Make sure that you do not damage this cable. There is one screw in order to remove the cable. So now I can lift this and there is a connection. If I can remove it, it is removed. So this is how it looks. And here is the inside of this Pixel Fold. Okay, at this point I have removed all the glass, the broken glass that is on the inside on the bezel. And what is left to do is the installation of the new back glass. But I will need to transfer this small cable that is here on the camera onto the new back glass and then start the reinstallation of the new back glass. Okay, before I start pulling this cable, I'm going to hit the surface of the camera bezel and then try removing it. So after hitting, you just take one of your tool and start pulling. Make sure that you do not damage it. If there is the right amount of heat, you will be able to simply pull it out, just like I'm doing it. So this is a big thing. This is the flashlight assembly. The flashlight assembly of your Pixel Fold. So if you damage this, you no longer will have a flashlight and an external microphone. So this is it. It is removed. I will need to transfer this one, and to do that also I will need to hit the broken back glass and remove it. So I was able to remove it. As you can see, this is not good. This is this is not good, man. So this is the wireless coil and NFC antenna. They've done the same thing that they have been doing since the Pixel 6 up to the Pixel 8. This is what you need to do in order to remove it without damaging it. I have done multiple videos on the Pixel 7 Pro, the Pixel 6, Pixel 6 Pro, Pixel 8 Pro. And the method is the same, but on those devices it is a lot harder to do it. So this is what you have to do if you want to save the wireless charging and NFC maybe on your Pixel Fold. And there is another one here, a smaller flex cable on the bottom here that you need to remove also. So let's try the same thing. When the component is soaked with alcohol, it is a lot easier to get removed. So that one also has been removed. So after all these, going through all these, it is time to do the installation of all these small components on the new back glass and then close everything. So doing the reinstallation of everything that I removed on the old back glass. So this has been very difficult. As you just saw it, I think the easiest is to just replace the back glass without wireless, and this one is easy to get removed, but this one, the wireless coil and NFC, the small flex cable that is around it is extremely difficult to remove. You can do what I did, and I suggest that you watch the video on the Pixel 8 Pro, the Pixel 7 Pro, to see how I remove the wireless coil on those, and then you decide if you want to do this, because this is a nightmare. Google has been doing this for years and seems like nobody is talking about it. Before the installation of the new back glass, you need to remove the old double-sided tape that is on the inside of the device. Make sure while you're doing this with a blade to be careful not to cut yourself or go like this and cut something or damage, scratch any of these components. So the cleanup is finished. I have removed all the double-sided tape that was on the inside of this device. I see this one that I left, and I need to remove that one too. This is what I removed, the wireless and NFC flex cable on this. I'm not sure it is good, but I did my best not to cut it, because I was surprised to see this device also has the same design of this thing, which makes no sense. So it might work or might not work, but you've seen how to remove it. That's the most important stuff. So let me remove these. I can do a quick test and see if the wireless charging is working. So close. And seems like it is not working. Most likely is the alignment of these pins and where they have to go on the inside of the device. So the only thing that I can do is realign it and see if it works. It doesn't look to be damaged. So this is going to be an issue also in order to realign this and realign the wireless coil for everything to work. So this is definitely something not easy to do. So if I realign correctly, the wireless coil and wireless charger should be working. Did you hear this? It is working. So like I was saying, realigning this is also going to be a small nightmare. So nothing on this device is easy to do. A simple back glass replacement is going to take you maybe 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, right now I was able to align this perfectly on the back of this back glass. I started with the wireless coil first. When that one has been aligned properly and tested, it is working. Then I added the second one that is on top of the wireless coil. Just make sure that you see the gold squares in the place where they have to be. After you're sure that they are where they have to be, test again to make sure that the wireless charging is working. Then you can continue with the flashlight assembly. For this one, you need to start with the flashlight. Place the flashlight in place first. At the same time, make sure that you have installed the microphone, the external microphone, which is directly below the flashlight. Apply pressure for both of them to stick inside the camera bezel, and then continue the installation of the part that goes on top of the camera bezel, especially where the main camera sensor has to be. Apply pressure on that area and on the previous area that you just installed. So after doing that, it is pretty much done. You do not need to remove the screws and the metal plate that are on the left of the camera bezel where the main camera sensor has to go. After doing all this, I need to connect that flex cable to the motherboard and start the final testing before I close the device. You're going to test the flashlight and also the external microphone if you want. Generally, if the flashlight is working, the external microphone also should be in good shape. At the same time, you can also test the wireless charger one last time before you continue with the reinstallation of the metal plate that covers the flex cable coming from the back glass. Remove the plastic covering the double-sided tape on the back glass, then start the alignment of the back glass with the body of the device. Start with the side where you have the hinge. Make sure that this is perfectly aligned with the back glass, and then you can drop the back glass in and start applying pressure on the back glass to stick to the frame of this pixel fold. So once everything is in place, you can start applying pressure to the back glass and the frame of the device for everything to start to stick together. So after all this, you need to make sure that everything is working. If you've done everything right, you should have the flashlight working, the external microphone, and also the wireless charging. Everything should be working like I just showed you in the video. Again, this is just some unnecessary ways to design the back glass and their component, bind everything together to make it almost impossible to remove, replace, and fix.